Hey guys, it is Wingy here and welcome back to a brand new video on my channel. Today I'm going to be talking Arrow. Now I was going to save this for my season 5 review, but I thought there's just too much to talk about, so I thought I would do it in a separate video instead. I am specifically talking about Felicity, everybody's favourite character. It's actually sad and kind of amazing how one of the most beloved characters from this show has suddenly become the most irritating and obnoxious and just most hated characters that the show has ever seen, or any show in the CW Arrow universe. I just needed to get this rant off of my chest because the latest episode, well, at the time of filming this, was I believe episode 20 or 19, I'm not entirely sure. Either way, it's the one where Oliver and Felicity are alone in the bunker because Prometheus ruined it or whatever. After that, it looks like they are trying to reopen the Olicity shite again. Why? Don't do that. Season 5, for the most part, has felt like a return to form, but this new episode, it just felt like they're reopening the worst thing about Arrow and the thing that ruined a lot of Season 3 and the majority of Season 4. The whole relationship between Oliver and Felicity is done. They got closure with it in the show they did, the characters did, we as the audience did. We don't need to reopen that wound again, especially when now it is 100% unnecessary. Now, if you're one of those people that is a massive Olicity shipper, then please do everyone a favor and go away. This show is about the Green Arrow as a superhero and as a character and seeing what villains he has to come up against. This show is not some soppy love drama about Oliver and Felicity. That is not what the show is about. So if that's what you watch this show for, leave it alone and find something else. Post about something else on Tumblr. Just leave Arrow alone, because for some reason the producers are actually listening to you and ruining the show for everybody else who watches this show for the Green Arrow, which is what this show should be about. Now for me, Felicity in seasons 1 and 2 was actually one of my favourite characters. But then in season 3, instead of having her as this cute, quirky, smart, witty character, they turned it into this whiny bitch that is just dependent on men. But then in season 4, they went the whole hog and just turned it into an unbearable cunt. The whole stuff with William is what really just finished me with Felicity. Oliver discovers that he has this child and she explicitly states to him, if you tell anyone about William, you will never see him again. Oliver reluctantly agrees to this, and I think everyone in that situation, or anyone who would ever be in that situation, would do the exact same thing as Oliver. Just not tell anyone, because his son, his own offspring, his own child comes before any relationship. And that's true for life. As much as you may love your boyfriend, girlfriend, wife, husband, you're not guaranteed to be in that relationship forever. But with a child, they are your flesh and blood. They will always be your child. So even though Oliver didn't spend that much time with William, it's still his son at the end of the day. So what he did was 100% justified by not telling anyone. And no, he did not tell anyone. People could argue, well, Thea found out. Oliver didn't tell her though. Thea went digging after Oliver told her not to and discovered that he had a child. Oh, well, Barry knew. No, Barry found out when he did the DNA result. Oliver didn't actually tell him. And to my knowledge, Oliver didn't actually tell anybody. They found out by themselves. So when Felicity finds out, yeah, she's pissed off, and she's even more pissed off that other people knew. And I will say Felicity is justified in being angry at Oliver for not telling her about this kid. But then again, Samantha, a few episodes later when William is kidnapped, she states to Felicity, look, I told Oliver not to tell anyone. He really wanted to tell you, but I said if he told anyone, he would never see his kid again. Now to most people, that would be a reasonable explanation and would calm them down somewhat. Oh no, not Felicity. Oliver just doesn't trust me. Really? That's what you got from that, even though you were told by the woman who made him do what he did that it was her that said not to tell you or anyone. Logic. And the worst part was that she left him over that. Oliver is there recording this heartfelt message to William, who he is probably never going to see again. In his mind anyway. He's protecting him and he's sending him away to a place that he will never ever find him. He's going to have a new identity. Oliver will not have a clue where to start looking for him. Felicity comes in, breaks up with him after seeing him record this message and just walks away. So the fact that she's so fucking selfish and breaks up with him, not only for the situation itself, but in that very moment, made her a grade A cunt, and I could not stand Felicity after that. Then in that episode where they have that pretend wedding, Felicity says things to Oliver that makes me think, you know what, Felicity in her own way is saying to Oliver, look, we can never be together because I'm too selfish. We're just not good together. Closure. They've closed that door, they tried it out, it just didn't work. Then at the end of the season, people start to leave Team Arrow, and you think, oh, okay, Oliver might actually be by himself again. And then Felicity comes in and almost sort of looks at the camera and winks in a way and says this.
You thought I was leaving too? Not a chance.
You know what? Fuck this.
matter with you?
Felicity, she just won't fucking leave.
And then we move into season 5. Now, as I said before, season 5 I do feel in a lot of ways is a return to form. The thing that annoyed me right from the get-go was Felicity once again was just taking over. This show is called Arrow. It's 5 letters. It's not hard to read. So I don't know why the producers automatically, as soon as they see the word Arrow, they interpret that as the Felicity fucking hour. Laurel, on her deathbed, says to Oliver, make sure you're not alone. So why is it then that Felicity is the one that says, oh, let's put a team together? And then Oliver's the one that's just like, yeah, well, Felicity said we should put a team together so I'm a better person. No, Laurel said that. Why didn't you honour that? The whole thing about Arrow is that he honours people. The reason he started it in the first place was to honour his father. The whole tag for season 2 was that he was not killing people by honouring Tommy. So you would have thought it would have been nice if he acknowledged that Laurel was dead and this was her wish, and you could have had, like they always do, my name is Oliver Queen, whatever. He could have said, to honour my friend's memory, I put a team together so we can protect our city. But no, it was Felicity's decision for some fucking reason. But then the reason why I'm talking about this in the first place is because this latest episode, it just undid everything that I thought this season was setting up. In the crossover episode with the Dominators, obviously the ones with Legends, Flash, Supergirl, the Arrow part was a very personal episode to the show itself, which I didn't mind, because in this world, what they did, as the Dominators were showing Oliver Queen and Thea, Ray, and who else was it? Anyway, they were showing them the perfect world for them. In this perfect reality, who is Oliver marrying? Laurel, his true love of his life. At the end, where he is leaving this alternate reality, he is devastated, and I think he realizes, oh my god, Laurel was actually the true love of my life. And from then on, I thought, oh, this will be interesting then, because Black Siren is coming into it. This version of Laurel could be redeemed and then turned around, and then some chemistry could have rose between Oliver and this alternate version of Laurel, and they could have got together. It would have been very similar to a comic book storyline where the Earth 2 Canary comes over to Earth 1 because she's lost her Oliver, and it just so happens that the Earth 1 Oliver has just lost his Canary, and they bond over that. I thought that is something that they could have done, but no, they just leave her to be evil, I guess, which I was kind of miffed about. But then I thought, oh, hang on, they're giving us a second chance here. They bring in Dinah Drake. This version of Dinah Drake, she's recently just lost her partner, both professionally and personally. That's what this guy was to her. And as Oliver has just lost Laurel for the second time in a way, or third time really, if you count the fake reality, I thought that would have been a really cool way for those two to bond and maybe get together so that the new Canary could end up with the Green Arrow. No, what they did instead was they sort of shoved her to the side and made the focus on Felicity again, and let's make Felicity a badass, let's make Felicity join this Helix group, that are a secret organisation of hackers, let's make her turn against Team Arrow. And it just pisses me off, because you have that opportunity there twice in this season to get Oliver with a Black Canary in a way that makes sense. I don't understand why they keep avoiding that relationship. Although it's fine, you know, it's not like the Green Arrow and the Black Canary are, you know, a famous comic book couple or anything. It's not like in most versions they're married or together in some way. Oh wait, no it is. Yeah, that is actually what should be happening. I know this show is called Arrow, and I know that romance doesn't have to always be the focus of it, but if you are gonna do a show about the Green Arrow, why isn't Black Canary a more prominent part in this story or in this series at all? It just baffles me that they keep going back to Felicity, and that is what really pisses me off about this character. She is taking away not only from the show itself, she is ruining other characters, she is ruining storylines that should be happening and that what fans actually want to see, and she is just completely taking over. Just sort of look at me now and pretend that I'm an episode of Arrow. Look, there's explosions, it's cool stuff, it's great, it's amazing, Oliver's funny, he's quippy, oh look, he's getting with the Black Canary, oh wait. She's in the way again. Like I said, she's fine in seasons 1 and 2, but then after that, she just gets in the way of everybody else. Sarah in season 2, she was great. I liked that dynamic on Team Arrow. But then they kill her off, they then revive her and put her on Legends. Season 3, they bring in Laurel. Do they really focus on her that much? No, not really. When I really personally would have liked to have seen what she was like as the Black Canary. We don't really see that in seasons 3 or seasons 4. Then they kill her off. Then in season 4, let's make Thea his sidekick. Let's have Thea as Speedy. They don't really do much with her either. Again, they just sort of put her to the side. And then, as I said, it's happening again in season 5. They bring in Dinah Drake and they just put her to the side again. All because of Felicity. I wouldn't mind if she was so integral to the comic books and was so attached to the Green Arrow, but she isn't. Until this show, Felicity Smoak was a side character in Firestorm comics. She's not really linked to the Green Arrow in any way, shape or form, but I just hate the fact that she's getting in the way of all these badass female characters that the show keeps introducing, only for them to be just pushed to the side just to focus on her even more. It makes Oliver look really, really weak. This latest episode, I thought they were going to address a few things. I thought they were going to look at things from both perspectives, but they don't. It's just Felicity saying, you don't trust me. And I'm not surprised if you're going to go and join a secret hacker organization and go up against the team. That is not a sign of someone who is fucking trustworthy. But besides that, Oliver doesn't say a word. And it just reminds me of one of my favorite scenes in the entire show, which is in season 2. Laurel is being an irritating cunt in season 2, and then I think it's episode 14, the scene in the hallway where Oliver goes out and he confronts her. He says, look, do you think you're the only one going through a hard time? And he says multiple different things, and it makes sense. It makes Laurel grow from that point on, it makes Oliver seem like a stronger character, and the pair of them grow together from that conversation. Why has Oliver not done that with Felicity? The amount of shit that she's done, the amount of times that she stands up to him and berates him and tells him, you're wrong for doing this, you're like this, you're like this. Why doesn't Oliver just stop her and say, look, this is how things are, and just puts her in a place? The fact he just bends over and takes it, it really wrecks his character. There have been multiple times that Felicity has said something or done something that I just thought, why isn't Oliver reacting to this? The whole Helix thing should have been a reason for Oliver to just kick her off the team. I don't understand how she of all people is getting away with this shit when he often pulls Laurel on things, like I mentioned before. He's pulled Thea on things, he's pulled John on things before. Why can't he do that with Felicity? She just has to be in everything. She's just there. She's just everywhere. So if anyone is watching this and they are part of the production team on Arrow, whether you're an actor, a director, a writer, a producer, I don't care who you are, if you are in some way part of the creative team of Arrow, then please listen to the next words that I have to say. Felicity is not that important. Stop reopening Olicity for all the stupid tween Tumblr dickheads that think that is what this show is about. It isn't. It's about the Green Arrow. It's about his actions as a superhero and his consequences, and season 5 for the most part has done that really well. People like me who are major fans of the show, and the majority of the fans of the show, want to see more of that. The reasons why season 4 was so shit was because you focus so much on Olicity. It really hurt the season. You don't necessarily have to kill Felicity off or write her out of the show, just tone her down. If you have to do relationships, that is 100% fine, but if you're going to do the Green Arrow with a love interest, why are you not making it the Black Canary, especially when you've set it up multiple different fucking times? It would be okay if it wasn't one of the most famous comic book relationships of all time. Please stop ruining this show with the Olicity bullshit and the Felicity drama. It doesn't need to be there, and it is hurting all of the other characters, especially your main protagonist. It is making him look so fucking weak. If you did any of that, I would love you forever. Wait, no, this isn't my outro, is it? Although it kind of is now, because I'm done. I need to take a break. I need to stop ranting about this. Let me know in the comments below what you think about Felicity and all the Olicity bullshit. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you leave a like on it. It'd be very much appreciated. And if you want to see more content on my channel, whether it be Arrow stuff, as I am doing the review of season 5, and I should be doing the review of The Flash season 3 and Supergirl season 2. I forgot about Legends. Do you want me to do Legends? If you want me to do a review of Legends of Tomorrow season 2, then let me know in the comments as well. So make sure that you subscribe so that you don't miss any of those reviews and all the other stuff that ends up on my channel. You do that and I would love you forever. But until next time, guys, take care of yourselves. Goodbye. Laurel is doing a similar sort of thing to Felicity. Well, she was then to what she... How have I messed this up?